Save corruption occurs when player data is written incorrectly to persistent storage systems. Crashes, forced disconnects, lag spikes, or flawed save logic can all trigger it. Partial saves may revert progress, duplicate items, or mismatch inventories. While often accidental, players eventually learn how to exploit save corruption intentionally. By disconnecting at precise moments, players force rollbacks that restore lost items while keeping new rewards. Because save data persists across sessions, corrupted saves can permanently damage individual accounts and entire game economies. Teleport bugs occur when character position updates are not safely synchronized between the server and clients. Scripts that instantly reposition players without validation create severe desynchronization. A player may appear in one location to themselves and another to everyone else, or not appear at all. Exploiters use teleport bugs to escape fights, bypass locked areas, confuse hit detection, or attack from invisible positions. Once reliable teleport desync methods are discovered, these bugs become some of the most powerful movement exploits available, completely undermining map design and fair play. Duplication glitches are among the most infamous and destructive failures in game design, especially in persistent online games like Roblox. At a technical level, duplication occurs when the game fails to correctly confirm whether an item has already been removed, transferred, or saved. These glitches almost always appear during moments when data is vulnerable. Trading systems, item drops, server shutdowns, autosaves, crashes, or forced disconnects. If the server saves an item as still owned while also allowing it to be transferred elsewhere, the system unintentionally creates two identical instances of the same object. Most duplication exploits are discovered accidentally. A player disconnects during a trade, rejoins, and notices the item still exists. What follows is experimentation. Players test different timings, introduce artificial lag, force crashes, or coordinate with alternate accounts to replicate the behavior. Once the method becomes consistent, duplication shifts from curiosity to exploitation. Organized groups begin mass-producing rare items, secretly hoarding them before flooding the economy. Prices collapse, progression loses meaning, and legitimate players lose trust. Many Roblox games never recover from major duplication incidents, even after patches, because duplicated items remain permanently embedded in player inventories. Speed stacking arises when movement modifiers fail to reset correctly and instead accumulate over time. Roblox games frequently include speed-altering mechanics, buffs, perks, consumables, abilities, armor bonuses, or temporary power-ups. If these effects are not explicitly removed when a player dies, respawns, switches teams, or unequips tools, the game may continue adding speed values every time the condition is triggered. Individually, the increases are small. Over time, they become catastrophic. At moderate levels, speed stacking provides a clear advantage. At extreme levels, it begins breaking the engine itself. Characters move faster than animations can play, faster than hitboxes can update, and sometimes faster than the map can load. Players phase through walls, skip entire sections of maps, and become nearly untouchable in combat. Once repeatable methods are discovered, such as dying mid-buff or re-equipping specific items, speed stacking becomes a dominant exploit. Competitive integrity collapses, forcing developers to disable entire mechanics just to regain control. Animation canceling becomes dangerous when animations are directly tied to gameplay logic instead of just visuals. In many Roblox games, animations control attack timing, damage windows, reload delays, cooldowns, and movement restrictions. If players are allowed to interrupt animations without strict server-side enforcement, exploitation becomes inevitable. Players skip recovery frames while still benefiting from damage frames. Over time, exploiters isolate only the most powerful moments of an animation. By jumping, swapping tools, triggering emotes, or forcing state changes, they repeatedly restart attacks before penalties apply. What begins as a timing trick escalates into full exploitation. Combat becomes overwhelming and unreadable, with exploiters dealing continuous damage without vulnerability. Boss fights, PvP encounters, and progression systems collapse as balance assumptions no longer apply. Hitbox stretching is one of the most subtle yet infuriating exploits because it operates invisibly. Hitboxes are collision zones that determine when damage is dealt, and for performance reasons, they are often controlled client-side. If a game allows avatar scaling, tool resizing, or client-controlled hit detection without strict server validation, hitboxes can become larger than intended. When stretched, players land hits from unrealistic distances through walls or without precise aim. To victims, it feels like being attacked by nothing. Because there is no obvious visual indicator, accusations are often dismissed as lag or skill issues. Skilled exploiters keep hitbox increases subtle, avoiding detection while maintaining a massive advantage. Over time, PvP shifts from skill to invisible geometry manipulation. Camera clipping occurs when the camera is allowed to pass through solid objects, instead of stopping at collision boundaries. This commonly happens during zooming, crawling, ragdolling, tight spaces, or sudden position changes. While developers may see this as a minor visual bug, players quickly recognize its potential. By forcing the camera through walls, floors, or ceilings, players gain access to information they were never meant to see. Enemy positions, hidden rooms, puzzle solutions, and scripted events can all be revealed early. In horror games, camera clipping destroys fear. In competitive games, it functions like wall hacking without third-party software. Once intentionally recreated, camera clipping shifts from a harmless glitch to a powerful information-based exploit. RagDoll abuse exploits the unpredictable nature of physics-based movement. RagDoll systems are designed to simulate lifeless motion, but physics engines struggle when momentum, collisions, and rapid state changes interact. By entering and exiting RagDoll states at precise moments, midair, on slopes, or during impacts, players can store and redirect force. This results in sliding across maps, launching into restricted areas, clipping through floors, bypassing kill zones, or violently flinging other players. Some use RagDoll abuse defensively, while others weaponize it. Because RagDoll behavior already appears chaotic, exploiters hide abuse behind seemingly accidental movement, making detection extremely difficult.